Wally, get your ass in here, boy. Get your ass in here, boy. Hey, quit sniffing my shit. Crush. Lots of crushes, huh?
Ooh, that's why it was
It's
called
a big theme.
Crush.
Yeah, it's a big theme, huh? Because we got someone getting crushed in the opening scene, pretty much. Homie got crushed by a car.
Homie deserved it.
Homie had a crush on Chloe. Clark is just getting crushed in all angles of life.
Alright, so there's only one scene I can agree with Clark, though. There really is.
Which one?
Where I'm just like, okay, listen. No, we'll
get to it?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll definitely get to it. It's just, I love it because I haven't wrote in my notes. Usually I'm against Clark, but even I agree with this facial expression here. I'm confused too. I don't know what these women want now.
Dude, yeah, this was a big... honestly, it was a pretty big Chloe episode. I don't think we've gotten one where she's, fully center stage a bit. Because she really was in this one.
Do you like Chloe?
I mean, of course, we love Chloe, bro.
No, I don't think you like Chloe as much as me, though. I think that's the
facts.
problem here.
Yeah.
I think.
It's a problem?
It is a problem.
Why is it a problem?
Because Lana sucks. Lana should not be treasured by anybody.
I do. As much as I love Lana, man, this season's just really
Can I
pointing out
also-
the flaws.
Can I also just say this? Why am I all of a sudden a Whitney fan?
Hey, man.
What
You
is
remember me a couple weeks ago? I was like, why is Whitney being so cool in this episode?
What is going... And
it's just after everything you've seen with him, too, you're just like, damn, I just feel bad for you a little bit. But also, like, you getting put down to earth, you're kind of a cool guy.
If Clark and Whitney rode off in the sunset together, I think I would still watch the show and actually enjoy that type of ending.
Hey,
especially if they left Lana. And it was them riding horses into the sun, leaving Lana there to just watch them.
They walk into the sun, high five on the way out.
Yes.
And Lana's just like...
And they turn back around and then flicker off.
Yeah. To be continued. Well, we are at episode 19. We are getting a long ways into here, bro. Episode 19 of Smallville, Crush, on the Somebody Save Me podcast. So, again, we just appreciate you coming back once again to listen to our nonsense. But also,
this is not a filler, though. This is not a filler, Joseph. This is prime storytelling that we have in this episode. This is finally just a One Tree Hill episode. The Seventh Heaven episode. This is what I have been wanting. Give me the drama. Give me the tears. I want hearts to break.
Yeah, this is truly a high school drama episode. Hey, dude. Speaking of that, you see One Tree Hill got put on HBO?
What? I've never really started it from beginning to end. That may have to be our next show.
Oh, God. Do I want to do that? We'll return with comments on that, I guess.
I don't know if I could do that.
No, I don't think I could.
I think we'd be really depressed.
Oh, dude. Oh, just to think. Oh, because remember when we went to Alabama? So when me and Matt had gone to that little party or whatever at the end, there was one girl that was watching One Tree Hill in her room by herself.
What?
While everyone else was chilling. I totally forgot about that until now. So shout out One Tree Hill.
So big fan. People are big fans.
Hey, but if it's showing people are still big fans of that show, shit, we still got big fans of this show.
Oh.
Shout out WB making some, long-term gems.
Well, I mean, when you're competing on Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night for audience, and WB is getting those audience, see, we need to go back in the day. That's when primetime television was where it was at.
They had the Saturday WB for kids, bro.
Yeah! Woo! Pokemon new episodes.
Ooh, you're cracking open that bad boy?
Yeah, it's only 10 a.m. I gotta have a beer.
We are actually not at 10 a.m., but I get your point.
All right.
All right. Let's get into it, bro. Let's start it.
All right, I have a problem. I already have a problem with the episode.
Metropolis Children's Hospital. That's what we open up to.
Okay,
nice rainy scene.
Joseph, I had to rewind it to make sure this is what it said. And I hate to already pause it, but Joseph, why is he in Metropolis Children's Hospital?
That's a grown man.
That is a grown man.
I literally put that down in my notes. I was like, Children's Hospital, first off, that's a grown-ass man.
He's a man where there's like little arts and crafts in the background.
Like, I get it, you're probably a freshman. Technically, I guess you are a kid, but it's like Children's Hospital already shows like probably like pediatric type shit.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know why he's able to be up at night? Because the other kids are in bed by 8 p.m. Because he is the oldest person in the entire hospital where he doesn't have a curfew.
I don't have a bedtime.
I'm old because I'm 23.
So, we open up to Metropolis Children's Hospital. We have a guy who is Adam Brody, guest starring in this episode.
My twin.
Yeah.
Shout out.
It's a lot of weird similarities. I wasn't even gonna lie. Last week I was like, sure, that's your twin. But after watching, I was like, God, this is Taylor.
There it is. See?
But, yeah. So and he's drawing. He got messed up hands. Looked like he had some surgery on them. Probably a freak accident. And we have a doctor dressed up in a tux coming in to check on him.
Yeah. So whenever this first scene was introduced here, and we have the guy's name's Justin, the doctor walking in, I thought it was his dad.
I thought so too.
I thought it was dad coming in and talk some smack to his kid, and then for some reason I laughed my ass off when he's like, "What are you doing, Justin?" And he turns the canvas around, and we get the worst stick figure I've ever seen in my life. I was laughing my ass off.
And he's like about to cry. He's like, "What do you think I'm
What do
doing?"
you think
It's a horrible drawing, and I feel bad for him because he's really trying hard because his hands are messed up. But hey. Well, that shit is funny.
it was just the best. He's so upset with it. And the doctor's like, "Oh God, let me just go talk to the moron now."
Oh, another shitty drawing. Let me go talk to him.
But what I also love with his hands, to your point. Okay, so the moment this episode started, I go, Doctor Strange. This is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's in Camertage right now.
That's exactly. And then he has all the pens in his hands. He says he can't draw, and he does the line, and I'm not getting any better.
That's true. And dude, yeah, his hands are so messed up. They're just wrapped in bandages, stiff as a board. And the doctor is just like, hey, you know, you suffered severe nerve damage. This is the type of thing that's gonna happen. Like, you gotta, just adjust and work on it.
You're lucky you have hands at all, especially after that car accident that left you in this type of state.
Yeah.
But the reason why Justin is so upset, I get it too. His entire passion was art.
Yeah.
Everything that revolved around what he was able to do in his talent was art. And now he's not able to do it. Which is also kind of the weird, creepy part about the scene.
Yeah, it takes a little turn here.
The doctor says, "Are you okay? It's just something you gotta go through."
He's like, really? Is that what you tell all your patients? How about the ones that filed lawsuits against you?
Okay, so hold on now. We gotta keep staying on this point. I'm sorry to have to already pause it. He's in a children's hospital. So if this doctor was for children, what did he do to the other children?
Dude, I don't know. Cause yeah, what does he call it? He says the 5 patients who filed malpractice suits against you.
And you gotta assume they're kids, right?
Did he like make them mental, like have them like crippled or something? Like,
what if he was just like, what if he was like designing them and like making them in like robots or something, where it's like an Invincible villain thing.
Oh, that guy? Oh my god.
Where he starts making the one-eye machines.
Yeah.
Dude, what if that's what this doctor
Yeah, like they have like
really
a broken
doing?
leg and just like all of a sudden they can't talk.
Which, I also have to say this. So Justin says with your 5 malpractice suits coming against you, why is he at this hospital then? Was he able to like research that? Was that something that was already known?
Who is this doctor? Does he have connections like that? Like, why is it him that took care of Justin? Why wouldn't it be anyone else? Because if this kid knows about the malpractice suits, wouldn't everyone else know?
It would be a well-known thing that don't go to this guy. He has all these issues and
what
lawsuits.
the hell? Because I mean, I feel like most people would check it out, but. So the thing is here also, did you catch it? He was like, when I was young, I wanted to go to the conservatory. I never even wanted to be a doctor. Second time conservatory has been mentioned. Do you remember the first time?
It was in, I'm going to say Feast, Fat Girl.
No, it was Hourglass because Harry, remember, his dream was a piano at the conservatory.
Oh.
And what does the doctor say here? Hey, I wanted to go to conservatory because I was a violinist. Look at that parallel there, dude. Psycho!
So, the doctor is crazy.
Yeah, psychos love conservatory, apparently.
And Justin is only here because his parents are so awful, just like every other parent in Smallville.
I'm sorry, what parents? So I didn't see a parent this episode.
He has to have parents, right?
I didn't see a parent in this episode.
Why are we picking and choosing when they have parents and they're high school kids?
Yeah.
How many of them are orphans?
I don't even think they mention parents of his.
No, they don't. He's having to take care of everything himself in a children's hospital, meaning he would be a child.
Yeah. And so he's just beefing with his doctor.
Well, the doctor pretty much says, you can't blame me for your accident. You just need to be able to move on.
One door closes, another one opens.
And in a way, Justin, get over it, okay? I fixed the best thing I could do. I fixed your hands the best way I could. You just need to relax. Walks away.
Justin's like devastated, like, I hate this guy.
He looks like he has brain damage.
He says, have a nice life, Dr. Wells.
And then Dr. Wells, now that we have his name, is walking out to his wife, I'm assuming, where then, by the way, his wife is awful. Oh, what was that? Another ungrateful patient? What the hell?
Yeah, and she's like, so you think he'll sue? And the doctor's like, he doesn't have any proof. He's lucky I even did all that for him. He can still use his hands.
What is he doing? And why is the wife okay with this? This is the real supervillain and supervillainess in the show here.
Also, another parallel here, a little fun fact. So, Dr. Wells, obviously, first thing you think of, Harrison Wells from The Flash.
Immediately.
So, it's obviously not Harrison Wells, but they did mention the violin part. Harrison Wells does admit he played the violin in The Flash show.
So, you are saying everything is happening at this conservatory.
Oh, yeah.
You're saying that is the key, that they are spitting out supervillains. That is where we need to go and hunt for
That
these
is the
people.
equivalent of the particle accelerator. The conservatory.
The conservatory.
For musicians.
Instead of making heroes, we make you villains.
Yeah. I like that.
Learn an instrument.
Pied Piper?
Oh my god. This is getting so good. Alright, so go.
Alright, so yeah, they're going into the elevator, the couple, the doctor and his wife, date, whatever it is. And
oh, it's for sure wife. Wait, she's talking
and
wife.
now we got some heavy metal music playing in the background.
Joseph.
And so Justin, it goes back to Justin's shitty picture, but he flips it. It's an actual really nice picture of Wells.
What did you think was this? Okay, before we get into it, how did you think he did this? What was your first thing on this?
Honestly, my thought was that maybe he did that before the accident or something. But
and he was using it as a stencil?
Yeah, I was just
That's not bad theory.
Yeah, I was like, maybe he did this before the accident and he's just using it to like maybe trace over. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really think about it because obviously he wouldn't have drawn that before, the accident because he didn't know Dr. Wells, right?
So what my immediately thought was to this was that it was like a SpongeBob thing where it was the magical pencil. And the magical pencil, whenever he would draw something, it would just become the picture behind it.
Right.
Like, it was pretty much like a layered picture that he was able to draw. His stick figure was then able to turn into a work of art. That's immediately what I thought. I thought he was going to be like some artist villain where whatever he's drawing, that's then transpiring.
Okay.
Yeah. It's showing it because we didn't see anything move. We didn't see anything make that. So exactly how did that occur?
Yeah, it's weird because it's out of nowhere. It's like it's a really good drawing too. So it's like, where did this come from? How did you do this?
And once again, he even looks at it very weirdly. We're now going back to the elevator scene where we have the evil doctor and his lovely wife getting now trapped in an elevator.
Is breaking and falling at a rapid rate.
He wouldn't know they're in the elevator, correct?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay. That's what I wanted to make sure.
The powers are weird here because it's showing this back and forth elevator scene with Justin and the drawing of Wells, and Justin is like marking ink all over Dr. Wells' hands on the drawing. So it's like, what are you thinking here? Because my thoughts were like, some type of voodoo power, where like a voodoo doll thing.
Well, exactly. I thought it was the magical pencil thing. Yeah. So I thought because he had the portrait of Wells, it's now him being able to draw what is going to happen in Wells.
Yeah.
So whenever he's then putting the red over his hands, I'm immediately thinking two things. One, he looks a little weird doing it this way, where I'm like, man, you okay?
Yeah.
Like, go take a seat, go lie down.
Yeah, it's like, it's just so strange, because he's drawing all over the hands.
He
and
looks
then,
like he's drooling out of his mouth.
And then Dr. Wells is trying to get out of the elevator, but his hands are about to get caught, and his hands get ripped off from the elevator.
And then they go down. And
so
that was also my other thing. Who caused the elevator?
Yeah, I don't. And yeah, Justin's still drawing on the hands. It's like, okay, so he wanted his hands gone.
He's drooling.
And
still.
so yeah, and
He is
he's like,
still drooling.
and he's smiling, and he's like, all right, cool. I destroyed his hands. So it's like, all right, you have a voodoo power then.
What caused the elevator?
We don't know.
And
we won't know for a little while.
I got a theory. What if it was Wells' wife, and she doesn't know that she is also having abilities?
She did get out safe.
And she could become a super villainess now that she saw her husband die in front of her. It's the only thing I got, because the elevator thing doesn't make any sense to me. Everything was centered around the portrait and the art, so somebody had to cause that elevator to crash.
Bro. Yeah, it's a tough one there. I mean, like...
She's the Avalanche from X-Men.
Maybe, shit.
Well, it's all I got when it comes to this, because otherwise, this is also going to be the frustrating part of this episode. Guys, we have no explanation for you on powers.
Oh my god.
We have
I
nothing.
hate that.
We have nothing on anything. This is just truly us trying to figure it out. We don't even know if this is a kryptonite ability. We can't even put it on our list because there is no acknowledgement of what it is.
No explanation. I remember getting to the last 2 minutes of the episode. I was like, are we gonna get an explanation at all?
No, we don't. And the other side of it is, we've already experienced characters who already have some type of disability or ability without kryptonite.
Yeah.
So because we already have that going on, we can't add it to the list. We don't even know what he does.
It's bad. It's very lazy, I should say, at least.
It's just nice though that I get to see myself on an episode of Smallville while I get to act and be it, because this is me. I mean, this is my twin. I'm looking in a mirror this entire time.
I'll tell you what, I don't like it because I'm looking at you right now, and then I'm watching the TV show. It's like, dude, I'm sick of you.
It's exact.
I'm sick of you.
It's pretty crazy how it's exact. Every single time I bring this up, my wife tells me to shut up. I look nothing like him. She's just such a hater to me.
Maybe young Taylor. I could see the young Taylor look.
No, man. Young and old. It's
young.
No. It's like him and I grew up together. Because, we're the same. He was in Jennifer's body.
That's right. He's the one who puts the
curse
villain,
on him,
right?
Dude. Yeah. Yeah, because he has that one hit song, and we got that same moon tattoo on our necks. I just hide mine underneath my hair.
Yo, is that what she was picking at earlier?
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't a pimple. It was my moon tattoo.
Damn, dude. Nah, Brody. Adam Brody. He's so young in this.
Oh no, this is OC.
He actually looks younger than
OC.
actually like a high schooler in this. He looks that young.
Would you? And maybe you would be. You would be in the children's hospital, right? If you're in high school.
You most likely would be.
I just don't like that.
Because you're a minor, So minors are children, technically, in the eyes of society.
That just seems weird to me.
It's
I
very
saw
weird.
a 7-year-old running around. I would just be like, what the hell?
Yeah. And so
he's in the arts and crafts place. It's so weird.
It's some weird art. What if it was just a camp?
That'd be better.
And so after the intro scene and commercial, we are opening up to Smallville High. There is a career day going on. And what kind of reference do we get? We got a Danny telling Clark, hey, I could see you flying in a uniform. You ever thought about joining the Air Force? Obviously not to Superman's clothing.
Well, remember, Clark even said, hold on, but this is where I have a problem. Clark said earlier when it came to the handshake episode, hug, he came to the point of, oh, I don't want to do anything in the air. I don't want to do anything like that with flying.
Yeah, I don't want to wear a suit all the time.
And I kept questioning, well, what's ever going to make you do that? Are we going to become a pilot? Well, what are you doing at the booth, Clark? You said that you didn't want to be a part of it, so what the hell are you doing there?
He was exploring, so he was also just checking and seeing, what? Maybe I don't want to do this? I don't know. But yeah.
I just don't understand, and it kind of pissed me off completely, and that's why, for this beginning, Clark, you're already pissing me off.
But get this, so he runs into Pete, and Pete's like, yeah, so I might go, check out Mayor Siegel's trying to get reelected, and I might go check that out, maybe try to get something there. So, fun fact on that, Siegel, nod to one of the OG creators. Remember last episode we had Joe Shuster?
Yes.
This one is Jerry Siegel.
Oh, let me some Jerry Siegel.
That is the other half of Superman's creators, and that was a clear nod to Jerry Siegel, Mayor Siegel.
And we also have another nod when it comes to Pete there of him always being in the political
Yeah.
career. He seems to always be the right-hand man
Why
of
is it all of a
everybody.
sudden he's so politically interested?
I don't know.
So they're talking, right? And then Clark shows, like, did you notice Kwan's son, like, at the Air Force booth? So come to find out, Kwan has a son, and he's in the Air Force Academy, I guess. Principal Kwan.
Kwan moved there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, didn't they say that at the beginning of the
Yeah,
start
that's
of the
right,
season?
because he's the new principal.
He was the new principal that just moved there 6 months ago. We're gonna hold on to this still.
Damn.
Yeah,
the timeline is crazy.
I told you. I said we're gonna have to hold on to that point. So now we have Chloe walk.
Oh, did you see her outfit?
Yeah, it was great.
What are you talking about? Go back.
What? No.
Go back.
Her
I
outfit
need you
is
to. I need you to go
fine.
back a bit. Just one. Like, yeah,
Her outfit is fine. This is.
No. The top half is great. Look at the bottom.
What do you? No.
I want you to look at the bottom, Taylor.
I bet it's fine because we have Pete in this scene. To your point, he's the fashion guy. We've already given Pete this. Oh my!
What
God.
is she wearing, bro?
Oh my God! What were
What was
those
that?
pants?
What was that?
Was that a pants on a skirt on a pants on a skirt?
It looks like a tablecloth.
What is
It looks like a table, and she's wearing boots, like it looked like black combat boots.
Yeah, but Clark says that she looks really nice, so isn't that a good thing?
Well, maybe he's not looking at her bottom half.
So you're saying Clark's a nice guy?
Don't you love how Pete's like, oh, you're a shoo-in, Chloe. You're a shoo-in. You'll get that job.
Well, it's funny because she only wants the Daily Planet.
Yep.
And the crazy part about it is, why is the Daily Planet so popular?
Well, I mean, it's the newspaper.
Is it?
Like, apparently.
Isn't the Journal of Metropolis also up there? Wasn't that a prestigious?
Well, look, they're always rivaling with the Inquisitor. You got that one, the Journal, the Metropolis Journal.
But 500 applicants a year, and somehow Chloe's name is not the top of the list when she's been owning the torch for 7 years and has worked her ass off to have this type of opportunity, breaking story after story. For God's sake, she lived in a town where something happens every week.
Okay, let me tell you something right now. I understand it's career day, but when the hell do freshmen get a career day like this? Like,
14-year-olds got to prepare for the future.
14-year-olds. And Chloe's over here's like, yeah, they have like 500 applicants. So it's like, oh, what am I going to do? It's like, you are a freshman. You have time.
No.
And no, stop with the 7 years
she
at
has
the
been
torch.
working on this for the longest 7 years. Anybody. She has been a part of it. She had to write the racist speech of Lana's mother. She has been there for it all. Which brings me to the next part of this scene. Clark is a piece of shit. So
Okay,
Chloe is going on
Yes.
saying, hey, Clark, do you have the tickets for the student journalism conference that you and I are supposed to be going to?
And he was like, oh, shit.
Oh.
I completely forgot.
Well,
Because he was supposed to sign them up.
yeah, you didn't forget, did you?
I'm sorry, I've just been so busy at the Talon all week. Doing what?
With Lana, with helping her with her history project. Dude, that was, hold on. She said 3 weeks ago. And you're saying that you've been working with Lana at the Talon for a history project? That is what you're wanting her to believe? Bro, what is the matter with you, Clark?
Dude.
You're burying yourself a hole. And this is where, Clark, I can't be on your
And then
side.
Chloe even says, so naturally, everything else is less important, huh?
Well, and what's weird too is that she doesn't even just throw him under the bus with Lana here. She goes, "What have you been doing? When was the last time you and I hung out in the past 3 weeks? We hang out all the time. I see you every day. I saw you for 45 minutes because my car broke down outside of the town, and you were able to give me a ride home."
And that was like the last time they actually hung out.
That was the last time they hung out, and it was him doing her a favor. By the way, but to my point, she doesn't just throw out Lana. She throws out that it's Lex and Lana. The moment one of those two are around, nobody else is non-existent.
And it's kind of facts, man.
It is. It's
because in the
completely
past
true.
episodes, like, damn, Clark, you got roasted #1 here. Roast #1 on Clark. Roasted.
Number 2, Chloe was right as well. Number 3, you then say, "Why are you being so hypersensitive, Chloe?"
Oh, yeah.
What the hell,
He
Clark?
might as well have just been like, you on your period right now, Chloe?
He
He might as well have said
That's
that
what
shit,
he
dude,
said to
because
her.
triggered. I was
What?
triggered for her, bro.
What? Like, why would you? And then she comes around.
Most men are from Mars, but you're some from distant galaxy, I guess.
That I've never even heard of.
Shout out Krypton.
Clark is like looking at Pete like, can you believe her? What's with this attitude?
Pete, back me up, bro.
What is she on her period?
And Pete, being I guess the bro he is for Chloe, it's like, yeah, honestly, I mean, you're kind of like, get out of your own head, man. You're pretty spacey on this.
Well, he's like, you're the most observant, most non-observant person I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then he even drops the thing again. She was planning to ask you to spring formal, man.
Was it the last time prom, though?
No.
It was.
Was it?
It was. She bought the prom
Well,
dress.
freshmen can't go to prom.
I know, but it was still the prom dress because remember she said that she would ask that cop.
Oh.
It was prom. It wasn't a spring formal. These episodes are out of line.
Damn. So yeah, I guess he's just now realizing after Pete tells him, but God, Clark is an idiot. Chloe likes you.
Maybe if you took off your Lana blinders, you would realize that Chloe was going to actually ask you. But that would be like a date, Pete. Clark. What? What the heck? What?
Idiot.
Are you okay?
He might as well have stamped idiot on his
Do you
forehead.
understand what you're even talking about right now, Clark? Do you even know where you are?
And dude, we all know Pete likes Chloe too, so it's like, man.
I don't know if he does. I'm so like confused and conflicted by how Pete acted with Chloe and Clark in that scene because he truly is like, Clark, you're an idiot. She wants you. Chloe, I'm sorry. Everything's gonna be okay. Go find somebody new. Pete's like in his own world. You know why? Because he's a politician.
That's right. He is a politician. And so after that, he makes the reveal. Chloe's at her locker, and a hand goes over, and you already know it's Justin because it's all crippled and scarred.
Doctor Strange.
And Chloe's like, Clark, I don't want another apology. But little does he know, or she know, it's Justin, and apparently they know each other. And they've been emailing each other for the whole time he's been out of commission. For the past 5 months.
And Justin even brings up, when an accident like that happens, everybody just pretty much out of sight, out of mind. Nobody then wants to respond to you. Nobody wants to hit you up. Chloe was the only one that was able to contact him during this time where they were emailing back and forth. Justin even says, you got me through a tough time, Chloe.
Like, yeah.
You were able to pull me out of the darkness into the light. And Chloe just goes, yeah, it's what friends are here for. You were the best cartoonist I ever knew.
Yeah, he's like, well, my drawing hand's kind of shot now, so I'm just kind of reevaluating my life. But any chance I could take you out for some coffee? And my God, this moment right here, Clark, I guess, is going to go up to Chloe, maybe to apologize or something. But he sees that they're talking, and Chloe's getting along with him and, like, accepting the date. And Clark is just standing there in the hallway just looking at them with the most serious look.
And
it's
Chloe's
like,
just staring at him going, I'm going to say yes just so you can watch this.
Yeah, for sure. And he kind of even gets that, too. Like, he's like, okay, Chloe, I see you, bro.
No,
I see you, bro.
He becomes jealous, which is why it doesn't make sense to me. Clark, where have you been the entire time?
Bro,
Everybody has been screaming at you. Chloe has even hinted and cried in front of you already. How many times? It's more than once.
She's kissed you, too.
She's kissed you. She's kissed you. What are we talking about, Clark?
Dude, I don't get it.
You know why? Hold on. Let me give... Again, I got to go back to one of these other things. I got to give Clark benefit of the doubt here. Clark has been so much... I don't pay attention to any girls right now because I have just completely taken myself off of the playing field ever since Lana and Whitney's dad. I don't even look at a girl. I don't think girls are anything.
He was looking at him in Nicodemus.
Well, that was different. That flower makes everybody look.
Yeah.
You see them hoop earrings?
And so next scene we have Lex going to a cemetery, I guess, a gravesite, kind of a fancy one.
You mean the most expensive cemetery in the middle of the city that I've ever seen?
Come to find out, he's giving some flowers to the gravesite of his mother, Lillian Luther.
And
who walks up here?
Another redheaded woman. I thought Lex was going to have sex with her. I really did. I thought this was another long-lost lover.
You know Lex's type, bro. You think this is his type here?
Yes. Why else does she have red hair?
Just to show the family resemblance?
There is no family. She's not a part of the family.
She isn't.
So she walks up, and now we're having a weird little communication back and forth of apparently this woman knew his mother.
And he's like, what are you doing here?
Lex is disgusted because he even throws in her face, you could just go sell the Luther stock and just get out of here. What do we need you around here for, Pamela?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. What did Pamela even do? We have nothing to go off of.
So apparently, there's some history here, obviously.
Obviously,
there's some history, and Lex is thrown in there. It's like, you know what? I thought you actually loved me, but, you dipping out all those years ago and never contacting me again after my mother died. You know what? I get it. You don't love me. So thanks. And so...
She wants to be able to talk. Lex, I don't think there's anything that you could tell me that's going to be able to interest me. At first, I thought this was an aunt. I thought this was...
I thought they would be his mom's sister.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I thought maybe she was never around, or she was around when they were young. When she died, she then disappeared, and this was Lex's favorite aunt. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I thought was happening.
But we get confirmed on who it is later, but right now, we thought it was an aunt.
And she just seems devastated, and Lex wants nothing to do with her, even though it seems very important that they talk. All right, so now we're opening up to the torch. And we have some Chloe and Justin flirtations going on of them checking out his comic. Which, by the way, he seemed like a very talented guy. I think the Flaming
Crow Feet?
Yeah. Flaming Crow Feet was his article in his little comic strip. Dude, that'd be awesome.
Oh, dude.
Tell you what, that would be the best job ever. And if I got into a car accident and my hands, just turned into Doctor Strange's where I could
that gun and just...
What? I'm not gonna kill myself.
What do you mean, dude?
I'll be really depressed. I may have to do something on the computer or something, but...
Do Chloe?
Well, yeah, no matter what, that is happening.
I can't use my hands. Can you help me, Chloe?
Who knows what those emails saw? Or showed. Could it be a little pic or two?
Freshman?
Hey, look what
She ain't getting the attention from Clark, but she getting them emails, bro.
Look what I'm wearing today. You like?
Oh, maybe he's the fashion guy, bro.
No. I think you need to put a skirt over the pants.
It's people like Clark and Pete over here. They're like, yeah, Chloe, you look nice. And Justin's probably like, no, we're something different. We're something actually nice. But yeah, so they're kind of just reminiscing on his old art, and then Clark comes in to the torch, and he knows Justin too. Everyone knows Justin, I guess, but yeah, he's just asking him how he's doing, basically. And Chloe is just
wanting to just rub this in.
Really territorial already,
I don't know what she's wanting to prove here. I know she's wanting to make him jealous, but it's also Clark, don't even look at him. He is what I want.
Yeah, why are you here?
Yeah, get out.
You're interrupting our time.
Man from another planet, leave.
Yeah, and then Clark has the question of, did you ever find out who, ended up hitting you? The driver? And Justin reveals, only thing I remember about the license plate was DDI.
Well, and what's crazy is that Clark goes, well, maybe that's something that we can look into.
And give it to the police.
Usually Chloe, a.k.a. Velma, is always about trying to solve that mystery. This time, shut the hell up, Clark.
Yeah, he's like, well, maybe we should give that to the police or something. He's like, no, we'll look into it and then find out for ourselves.
Get out, dumbass.
What? And then even Justin's like,
Justin goes, okay.
He literally, he could sense the vibes. He's like, okay.
I want to leave. I'm going to go.
Yeah, he's gathering his stuff. He's like, okay, it's probably perfect time for me to leave now.
It would have been great. I was hit by a car, but this is worse. I'm gonna go. I can't do this right now.
Where's Dr. Wells at? I missed my time in the children's hospital.
You know what? I'm gonna go into an elevator.
Maybe this accident happened for a reason.
Yeah.
Get me away from this shit.
I'm not gonna sue anymore.
I'm not liking girls anymore. Oh my God. And so Clark actually tries to make up to Chloe. Yes. Like, hey, I talked to Lex. He can actually score us 2 tickets to that conference, that journalism conference.
Oh, don't even worry about it. Justin already took care of it. I'm gonna be his guest.
Yeah, and then Justin even being nice, he's like, well, maybe all 3 of us can go.
He's like, we can all go together.
Yeah, we can all go together.
And then Chloe's like, no.
Nah, he's not interested. He's not interested, Justin. He doesn't like journalism. And Clark's just like,
what did I do?
What the hell? This is like that moment with John when they had their little partial breakups. Like, hey, can we go? You want to go to the Sharks game instead of the fishing trip?
No.
He was like, oh, did Luther give you that? Oh, you told him about this stuff? Oh, he investigated us? I hate you, son.
By the way, Jonathan is probably out of town this episode at a Sharks game right now, and he didn't invite Clark.
Yeah, John's not in this episode at all.
Not in this episode.
Or he's being a duke.
No, he's out of town.
He's being a duke, delivering some moonshine.
He's not doing anything like that.
So yeah, and Justin's still caught up in the middle. He's like, right, I'm just gonna go. God, I hate Clark with this shit, man.
Okay.
He is so intrusive.
This is so out of bounds. And by the way, this isn't even weird to me. And this is why I'm saying this. Clark, Obviously, Justin has all of his belongings fall over.
Yeah, he's trying to gather and you can't grab them, yeah.
Nosy Rosie has to be able to look at the things that he grabs. He looks at an article and is like, this is weird. Why would you keep this? You know, if this was my doctor, though, and let's say it was an article that just happened today,
yeah,
it wouldn't be weird that I would have it.
Yeah.
Especially if there's no type of phones or things and I'm using a newspaper to be able to get my news. This isn't weird to me. Of course, Clark. You know what, Justin? I don't like you now.
Yeah, wait. Did you hurt this doctor?
Oh, that's what always people carrying these type of articles do. They kill the person on the front page.
So is that roast number 2 for Clark? Because he totally got shit on in there.
Yeah, but you know who's about to get shit on? Lana!
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, after that little fiasco in the torch, we go to the scene. Unannounced Lana here.
This is unannounced. Well, kinda. Because, well, no, it is unannounced. It's just she's really looking
Clark
for Martha.
wasn't expecting her, yeah.
She's looking for Martha because apparently Martha knows how to make some pies.
Yeah.
Some apple
I love
pie.
your mom's pies. And honestly, it has shown, remember that one episode, Stray? She's cutting up the apples for the pie? Apparently she'd be making pies, bro.
Apparently her pies sell like hotcakes.
Yeah. And so, yeah, Lana's here to pick up some pies. Clark's helping her out. And then Lana actually knows about him and Chloe fighting already.
She says that she saw them at the career day.
Nosy. Eavesdropping.
Okay, well, obviously Lana has an extreme problem just staring at Clark this episode.
A very huge problem.
It's insane. I also disagree with her staring at him. But Lana then butts in herself saying, well, it seemed like you guys were fighting. What's going on between you two? Clark then tries to explain, Chloe likes me, and I don't know how to feel about it. But Lana doesn't even, hesitate. How do you feel about her?
Dude, it's very weird vibes because she knows Chloe likes him. I think it's pretty obvious for everyone.
And she's already known because her and Chloe have been hanging out. So,
and they've even asked each other about that shit, no, we're just friends.
And remember, Chloe ran over to Lana to say that she kissed him.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Lana asks, how do you feel about her? And what does Clark say? He's like, well, I never really thought about it, but, now that I know, and then I saw her today with Justin, I got jealous.
She answers for him. You got jealous. And Lana in this scene looks like she's about to cry.
Straight up.
What is going on with you?
Yeah, and Clark's like, it's like you find out this secret and it just, paints a picture on everything.
And he just can't believe he never saw it before because he's an idiot.
Yeah. And then what does Lana say? Sometimes the right person can be in front of your eyes and you don't even know it.
When she was saying all this, I was covering my mouth because I couldn't believe what was going on. Because look at her face.
She is confessing it, bro. I would say fuck Chloe right now. I'd be like, Lana, are you talking about me? Because my God, we can get it on in the barn right now.
Except Clark pulls the ultimate Clark. So how many pies do you need?
Yeah, nice thing you said there, Lana. How many pies do you need?
Oh, yeah. So, it's like the person standing in front of you. Huh, did you get that from a movie, Godfather?
Yeah,
how many pies? Clark, you're such an idiot. You're so stupid.
He's high, bro.
What is going on? He needs to stop eating pies. And even when she said, oh, God.
Yeah,
how many pies do you need?
Doesn't even look at him
She doesn't.
But it's like she's hoping Clark would just say some shit. But it's also Lana, why don't you just say some shit too?
But
how about you go break up with your boyfriend?
Hold on. I actually like this response from Clark. Because like I said, he's taken himself completely out of the playing game where he's not even picking up on woman's emotions at this point. But I love his response here still.
He's not even picking up on Pete.
Hey. Wait.
What? So yeah, he asked her, how's Whitney?
Oh, it's thrown in your face. Hey, where's your boyfriend, crier?
Yeah, so how's Whitney? I heard his dad's feeling better.
And Lana could care two shits about
Dude,
Whitney.
no, she couldn't.
And Clark even sees the devastation in her face. Well, is everything okay? Lana, never met her.
Yeah, dude, it is a struggle here for Lana.
Come on. Just good luck with everything, Clark. I hope everything works out with Chloe.
A dozen pies, please. Send them to the town, please. Okay, bye.
She even rolls her eyes. She even blinks.
Yeah, she rolls her eyes a bit as she walks on. Dude, Clark is an idiot.
And Clark says, bye.
Yeah, good talking, Lana.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll make sure you get your pies. Tell Whitney I say hi.
I'll tell my mom.
And next scene, we have a sketch of, looks like Chloe. Looks like Justin's maybe practicing some Chloe drawings here.
Okay. Hold on.
And now we are getting to the reveal of his powers.
I just got to pause it one more time here for 10 seconds. Joseph, how did this drawing happen in the first place?
I have no idea.
How did this first creation occur of this pencil sketching of Chloe? Was it a computer sketch that he's then wanting to retrace over to see if he can? Because otherwise, the moment he draws his little squiggly line, he freaks out and then throws it.
Yeah, and so it's weird because right now, maybe it's because it's going to show that he is now, I guess, controlling objects. He's drawing it with his head. Like pencils are being drawn on the board, and maybe he has, what, telekinesis?
Again, I thought his abilities only revolved around art.
Yeah.
Even with this scene here too, I'm still going back to my magical pencil, dude. I really thought that this is what it was, but then it does pan out a little more. So then it's multiple.
Chloe in
it's
the
eraser.
pink dress.
Well, it's a pink top.
Pink dress.
No, because there's some blue pants at the bottom there.
Whatever, dude.
Either way, I get what you're saying, because I also thought the same thing. I go, can he read her mind?
Oh,
Did he see
I
that
didn't
photo
even
of
think about
her
that either.
top? Because it was the pink. To your point, it was that something he saw.
That. Man, wow, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. So my thought was like, oh, so he's able to control these objects. So maybe the sketch at first he actually drew with his head, but he's still trying to do it with his hands because he wants that artistry in his hands still. You know what I mean? Like he's still trying to see if he can do it.
But Joseph, I still don't understand the freak out then. He just does the squiggly line.
I know. I mean, I personally would not freak out if I had fucking telekinesis after, this whole fiasco. And it's like, yeah, screw my hands, man. I can use my head.
Why would I ever be still crying about it?
I feel bad for Justin.
And that's the other thing too. Especially if you're an artist, couldn't you just say I like to always work in private?
Yeah.
You could, and everybody just be like, oh, he's the art weirdo. But nobody would really ever question you, and you wouldn't have to really. I'll put it. This is where I'm getting at. Nothing really. Justin has his career back.
Mm-hmm.
Just what I said at the beginning. Justin has his passion back. He has his art back. So wouldn't he have everything he ever needed? Wouldn't he now show up to school in the cool leather jacket and the boombox bouncing because he's got everything?
Get him a Letterman for art, bro.
Exactly. He's got now what he wanted. And he's picking up on the girl.
That's true. The girl he's liked for a long time, apparently.
It's really weird that Justin's not letting certain things go.
It is weird. Sounds like Taylor.
Yeah, almost like we're twins.
All right, so after commercial break, we opened up back at Smallville High, and Clark is asking Pete, hey, have you seen Chloe?
Well, I saw her in English last period, so that was about 5 minutes ago. She's probably hanging out with Justin. Clark, why are you so interested? This is also
Pete's like, damn, Clark, so many questions.
Come on, can't you see I'm reading right now?
Also, I know, what is he reading?
He's probably having a cram for a test, which is what I would be doing too.
Honestly, I've definitely done that shit.
So, alright, I already hate Clark. Once again, Clark is pissing me off.
What do you think about this Justin guy, Pete?
Alright, he seems pretty cool. You know what, Pete? I don't like him very much. So here's the thing. Why are you already jelly? You have no reason to be jealous at all. And yet, he just says that, no, I'm concerned. Why? Is it because Chloe's falling for the guy?
A nice guy.
Pete is at least throwing shots at Clark, where hopefully Clark can pick up on it. It's just, he doesn't. He just blows it all off, and he's once again in his own Clark world. He just has no reason to be jealous.
True. And then even Clark pulls out that clip. He's like, look, Justin had it in his portfolio yesterday.
Look at this.
So that means he wouldn't go and print it out in another copy. And it's about the doctor who lost his hands in the freak accident. And he was like, that was Justin's doctor, Pete. Well, what do you mean so?
Well, yeah, he would have that because it was his doctor, Clark. He probably was curious because it was his doctor. It wasn't a random person.
And Clark's even like, don't you think it's weird he's carrying that around with him? And then Justin cuts in for the answer to the question. He's like, I just like tragic irony.
Hey, you always talk about people behind their back, Clark? Whoa, I immediately, I cover my mouth again. I was like, what is going on?
I was like, Clark, yes, you deserve this so hard right now.
He does.
He's like, look, Justin, I didn't mean. He's like, what? So what? So I start spending a little time with Chloe?
and you think suddenly
She
exists? Oh my god, Chloe and I are just friends. Clark,
You had your chance. It's mine.
Oh my. All right, is he wrong?
No.
It's just
No, he's not.
wrong whatsoever in this scene.
Nope.
And also, Clark was talking behind his back.
He sure was.
Clark was running his mouth. Justin also probably didn't know that he could kill his doctor, which is why I'm also giving him that as a pass. The doctor was the evil one. He's doing society a favor, if you can't tell by him and his wife.
And this is why you're the villain, Taylor.
What? No. No, Justin he's fine.
You're justifying the villain. You're literally justifying Justin.
Those deaths that he has done so far, I'm okay with. Clark, step out of the way because you weren't interested. My turn, go away.
Yo, roast number 3 on Clark. Get roasted in front of everyone, too.
And by the way, Pete didn't even stick up for you. Pete's like, why? He watched him walk away, too. He's like,
he stuck up for Justin on the walk there. He's like, I'm going to be quiet because I told him. I told the man.
Yeah. Remember how Pete was the guy that also would stick up for Fat Girl, and he would also stick up for anybody? He'd stick up for Clark there.
No, hell no.
He did not do that whatsoever.
No, he did not, dude. He's like, yeah, he's like, you know what? Remember how you keep hanging out with Lex? I'm not your best friend anymore.
Yeah.
Why do I need to back you up here?
Hey, have Lex stick up for you.
Yeah, I'll call him right now if you need to.
What is he?
I got a free hand.
What is he? Oh, God.
I got a free hand, man. I can call him.
All right, Lex. Now we are on to the Lex mansion in his office, where he immediately walks into the scene. This is an unannounced visit.
Oh, yeah.
And he be like, what the hell are you doing?
He literally just walks in, doesn't even turn, he just stops. What are you doing here?
I wanted to see what kind of young man you grew into.
I mean, I said a very busy one, bro.
Once again, I'm still believing. And I'm still thinking, well,
You were like a son to me.
You were an employee, Mrs. Jenkins. You were paid to watch me while my mother's health failed.
Nanny.
So now we have her position in Lex's life. She was the nanny that helped raise him in a way. Because we both know Lionel was not there.
Yeah, that man was doing business.
And my father just crisscrossed you to pretty much be into the business.
All right, yeah, I'm going to need you to pause it real quick because I'm going back on my thing. He only plays pool when people are here and he likes to show off. That's my only thing with Lex. I find it hilarious.
Okay. Yeah, because it's not a business tactic here.
Yeah, and he hates his person right now, kind of. So it's like, yeah, you want to see what I can do? You want to see what the kid grew up into? Professional billiards player in my own home.
Watch me, pocket 7.
No one ever beats me in my own house.
Grab a stick.
I got home court advantage. Good luck.
Listen, Pamela, how about this? You beat me in a game of pool, and I'll talk to you.
Ooh, I'll give you 2 minutes. That'd be brutal, dude. So, yeah, sorry, I just had to add that in there. He only does this when people are around.
I also love this, though. Pamela goes, remember, I was the only one who didn't treat you differently after the meteor shower. You mean when he went bald?
Yeah.
You mean that you didn't treat him differently because he was bald?
Got in an accident and went bald.
Lex is actually devastated by that. He's like completely like shook. That doesn't give you the right to come back into my life.
A decade later, so it's been a minute, bro.
And you know what? I get the anger from him. Because we are fully supposed to expect to believe that she abandoned him. He cared about her. And now it's getting into even a worse situation where Lex believes that she even lied on his mother's deathbed. But Pamela now is revealing that it was his father once again, Lionel.
That pushed her out, basically.
And he gave her not only...
And threatened her.
Stock, but threatened her, saying that he would... Was it...
Disinherit Lex if you ever talk or see him again.
I was going to say, because it wasn't kill, it was disinherit.
It was disinherit.
Which, I don't know if that's... Is that like a bad...
When you really think about it, like hindsight, it's like you have a good Pamela here, you know, the nanny.
Wouldn't Pamela see that because she knows how bad Lionel is, so she would get to adopt him?
But the thing is here, you're getting offered like millions or close to billions of dollars in stock.
Well, but even with her bringing that up, Lex is now saying, okay, well, what are you doing here still? Is the statute of limitations up? I'm kind of with Lex here. Again, she still abandoned him, right? To your point, though, of like, yeah, she still offered millions of dollars. It's just she probably needed it. She knew how bad Lionel was, though. She pretty much left him with a monster, and she goes, I just wanted to see if you're into a monster yet. Have you changed it to that?
It's a solid test.
Like, that's what she seems like
That was
she's
a pretty
doing.
good test, though.
What do you mean it's a test? It's not a test!
That's a good test.
Either way, she still comes to check. She goes, in spite of Lionel's effort, I wanted to see what you were. And she also came to be able to ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, that's because that's what she really wanted.
Yeah, but she also wanted to check to see if he became a monster just like her father. Or just like his father.
Dude, I mean, he's good right now, bro. Maybe if you stayed in his life, he could have been a little bit better, bro. Like, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Yeah, but she chose money. So she says, goodbye, Lex. I'll see you
Chose
later.
She was a whore. She chose money.
One and another of those redheads.
Damn.
They seem to be a common factor in the Lex and the Luthor household.
Oh, yes. We're opening up on Lana now.
Oh my god, just having hundreds, stacks, all for them apple pies, dude.
Yeah, she's at the talent counting her apple pie money as Clark walks in to collect because he pimps out his mom's pies to the hooker at the Talon.
Whoa! Am I? No. Yes.
Why she
a
pay
little
him?
bit. Man, those pies have got to have drugs in them, right?
Yeah, I assume it's a front.
They have to be, unless.
Maybe John's really selling hemp.
What if John is selling the weed? Martha's making the pies. They sell them as a 2-for-1 special.
The 2 for special, bro?
Get an eighth of our apple pie. Oh my
Yeah, the secret menu is if you talk in code like that. I mean, I'm here for some pie. Can I get an 8th slice?
Oh my.
8th slice. Please.
Oh, you only do fourths, quarters?
Quads? You have quad pies back there?
That would be amazing. Alright, so enough with the Martha special pies. Going on, you know who comes out very excited?
Whitney.
He's so happy.
Whitney's very happy.
Like, I'm very impressed by this man because it's not only the happiness. I got 2 tickets to our town at the Metropolis Theater. Lana, what made you do that? Well, I saw you reading that, and so I thought this would be a great
Catch
date.
up on lost time.
Yeah, from what I was missing. Lana's whole face goes, damn it. Like, what the hell? Why did you have to do something nice?
Like, what? And his dad's doing better, right? So it's like...
Yeah, and he's so
he's
happy.
just so happy.
He's like, see you later. I can't wait for our date. Clark's even like, hey, so what's going on? Whitney has paid more attention to me in the last 2 weeks than any other time in the entire year.
Yeah, the whole year.
Wait, Joseph, what makes this bad?
It's not. Remember who's bad here. It's the girlfriend, Lana.
What?
She's terrible.
What am I missing here? I just don't understand what Whitney did in this scene to be able to deserve this type of reaction. He did something nice.
You know what I think it is? Is that it's the fact it's not the right attention from the right someone.
Well,
such as Clark. If Clark is giving her all this attention, and she seems pretty happy about it.
She had her choice, though. She would have been able to see if she wanted to explore that. Instead, we're now supposed to make her out into a good person because she felt so bad that she was not going to break up with Whitney because he was going through family troubles.
Yeah.
Him going through the family troubles then pushed her closer to Clark, where then she started to have feelings to Clark.
Uh-huh.
Clark then pushed her, said go away,
Yep.
back to Whitney. So now Lana seems like she's in the middle, where Whitney now is coming back, wanting to pull her towards him. I've done this, something nice for you. Why not come back on my side? And Lana wants to reject it because she wants to go to Clark's side.
Yeah. The dark side. Or is Whitney the dark side?
Whitney doesn't deserve this.
Oh, he does.
He doesn't.
Remember when he did first episode?
You know what?
Remember what he did first episode?
Hold on.
No. Remember what he did first episode?
He has grown up. What, people can't change? People can't change.
It was within the past year.
So people can't change.
The past year.
Do I have to remind some of the things that Clark
I think
has
he's
done?
having the perfect amount of karma thrown at him right now.
What the hell?
Are you kidding me?
Okay, still, if that's what we're going for, then...
Remember Bad Boy Whitney episode? Kinetic? Remember
This-
first episode
this is
when he
like-
hung someone to die in a field?
This is like Man on Fire, where somebody's calling Whitney, a life for a life.
Oh shit.
I'm a businessman.
Life for a life. And I'm just like, holy shit, dude.
That's
I'm crying.
That's what's going on. But
Okay,
I still don't
I
like
do
Lana.
get behind it though. Truly,
Yeah.
Whitney, you feel bad.
I
At
feel
least
bad,
you definitely
yes.
feel bad. At least
Because Lana's even now explaining in the scene, that's what defined our relationship
Was all
was
those
his
excuses.
dad being
Yeah,
sick. That's kind of disgusting. That's gross. I'm a little sickened
and
by
she
that.
hinted at it in Nicodemus, bro. She's like, you know what? I'm tired of all your lame excuses with your dad. Her dark side, bro. This is it, kind of spilling a bit.
Well, no, with Nicodemus, remember, it had your inner feelings come out.
Yeah.
So that's all what it came down to. So now Lana, though, asks, she wants to change the subject here. How are the things with you and Chloe?
Why she keep bringing it up, bro?
Oh, you know why she
keep bringing it up,
why,
bro?
'cause she wants to have a cry again. Once again, we have another scene where she is about
She
to...
is choked up this
She's
entire
about
episode.
to lose it. You know what she is? Crushed.
Clark, I'm here to get your mom's pies.
Oh my god. That'll be a dozen.
I got $100. I did good, I think. Here you go. And so yeah, so what does he say here? You know, I don't know. Maybe I kind of do like Chloe. Maybe I do. I don't know.
It's just, I always want to be able to preserve our friendship. What Lana then says is, once you've crossed that line, you can't go back. What Clark then replies with, Chloe once told me the same thing about someone. Lana
Yeah, he's
then
like, yeah, give
comes
me that
back.
same advice about
What?
someone else.
What happened?
She asked what? She knows it's her.
She knows it's her. And then, oh my god, her facial expressions in this
Clark
whole scene.
says, I decided to stay friends. And
Do you
well,
regret your decision?
Oh.
Oh my, she's feeding it.
She is just so feeding this
Oh
right now.
my
She's
God,
milking and
she
she's
is-
like, yeah, yeah,
Keep it going,
Yeah.
keep it going. It's like
Yeah.
she's milking a cow right now.
keep going.
You're gonna get this. And then,
But ooh, what Clark says here.
I love that. I actually love that. I had my moment. I let it go.
I don't think I'll ever get it back.
I love that. And it's because it's one of the situations where he thinks, since you didn't take your shot, I don't want to be able to ruin it now.
Yeah, I don't want to make the same mistake twice, so maybe I should capitalize on this Chloe thing because the first one
I didn't take a chance on.
I didn't take a chance on.
And I let it go.
And, dude, and she's just like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, and just
She doesn't
like,
say, yeah, that makes
well, I'm just
sense.
saying, like, you know, that's what she's saying,
Her
like the
facial-
nodding. It's
no.
just like,
No. Her facial expression clearly states, oh my god, did I blow it? Did I blow it?
yeah, and her bitch ass was fucking
Yeah,
oh yeah,
exactly.
we're just friends. Straight to Chloe's face.
Oh, and she also called him her brother 2 episodes ago. Don't you feed me this,
And this
Lana.
goes back to the theory too of what you're saying because yeah, he's completely just thrown off the whole
He
at
is.
least
I'm
on that
giving
lane.
him-
Like,
yeah, the Lana lane.
like he loves
is-
obviously just hanging out with her, but it's just he doesn't. It's not even an intention anymore. There's no intention at all. And so he's not expecting anything like that. Like he's past it.
But why would there
You get
be-
called her brother. I'm past it too.
What? Yeah, I'm not. Again, even Clark with his speech last episode. I love the ending for the speech. He's talking about how his friends are the most important thing to him. He did not make the move saying Lana is.
Mhm.
Lana, you did this. You shoved him into the friend hole.
That's true.
And you know what Clark said? I'm going to build a house down here. I'm going to love it. I'm going to live here. This is where I'm going to be at
I'm
forever.
gonna make it cozy down here.
Yeah.
It's kind of warm.
And you know what Chloe then says? She's putting her hand down the friend hole and she says, you want to come up over here with me?
Mm.
And now Clark's like, well, maybe I should.
Yeah.
Why not?
I forgot about that other one.
Yeah, I love my home though down here. Do I want to
Maybe you
leave
could come
this-
down here?
Yeah, you want-
Meet you. All right. So after that little break, we get to a scene, Smallville High. Once again, we're in the Torch, and Justin walks in.
I got
Chloe.
so wet for this scene.
We got another Justin and Chloe scene to hear. You take the floor, bro. I know you want to talk about this shit.
Well, now we have Chloe where Justin's just coming in, not really saying a word. Chloe's just bringing up, hey, so I was able to contact the DMV with the first 3 letters of the license plate.
Ooh.
And so now
Okay,
we're gonna
all right, real quick though. How does she have these
We
contacts,
already
bro?
talked about it. She has a contact at the police and the DMV.
Bro,
Those are her two.
everywhere.
Those are her two.
What about that one? She was like the police and then
Yeah,
DMV.
DMV.
And then what about the vet? Remember that time they
No,
go to the vet?
She thought she was going to go get the keys, but she couldn't go get the keys. Clark punched that.
No, but she said she knew someone at the vet place.
I don't remember her knowing somebody at the vet place.
She did.
I don't remember this.
Because then she was like, maybe I'll go ask the maintenance guy for some keys.
She is just so excited to be able to see Justin where he hands her something. And
it's a gift. And clearly, it's her drawing. It's the drawing that he made.
This is my only problem. When she didn't question, wow, this is a drawing of me. This is fantastic. So you can be my cartoonist still, right?
It's like, sick drawing. Thank you so much. So when do you want to start?
So you're going to be back at work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, because you can do this work. So.
Yeah, like, what is her immediate thought? Because...
all her immediate thought is, it's beautiful. Nobody's ever drawn me like one of the French girls before.
French girl.
French girl.
Oui, oui, Smallville High.
Justin is just smiling, and did you know what I was thinking about after the car hit me and I was lying on the ground? Well, I just kept picturing your face. Why me? Chloe
he's
asked.
making the moves, man. Advancing, giving those little smirks.
You know why? It's because he's making the moves that Clark sit down in the bleachers.
Because I always had the biggest crush on you. That's why, Chloe. That's why.
I was too afraid to do anything about it, and I thought about it even when I was about to die, and I'm never going to get the chance to be able to tell you how much I feel. But after the accident, when you and I started emailing back and forth, I knew that I was going to be able to get my second chance, and I wasn't going to let it go away twice. It's a great thing because this is something that Clark would never do because Clark is a little bitch. And that is why Clark pisses me off, because Clark has these moments and Clark refuses to acknowledge them.
She's thrown it too,
She has
bro.
thrown it. Do you remember when they were sitting in the same seat on the same computer, typing back and forth, smiling at each other?
That's right.
He had his moments. Pete's sitting there, he could have watched.
That's true. He would watch too.
And now, Chloe,
we get the kiss.
Yes, we have a full-on make-out sesh right now, by the way.
Yeah, why is like Justin moaning weirdly though during the kiss?
Well, I like how his hands are so crippled right now.
It's all
It's not
stiff.
even like
he's not even like grabbing her waist really. It's like his forearm. But as they're kissing, we're seeing that things in the room are floating up.
Oh,
levitating, if you will.
And this is how you know it's a damn good kiss. When things are floating in the air, that's how you know you found the one. Chloe immediately opens her eyes, says, "Whoa, how are you doing this?" Justin actually...
Can you keep an open mind?
He mentions this in a very, like, secretive, but also, Aladdin, do you trust me?
Let me show you the world.
It's exactly like... It's a weird thing because I don't want to be freaking you out. I don't want to end up on your wall of weird. Chloe is like... So your telekinesis.
Yeah, and he can just randomly do it.
Random.
After the car accident, he noticed that he could start doing this in the hospital.
No kryptonite explanation.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is the only explanation we get.
Yeah.
And then, who walks in on this little makeout session again? Because they start kissing again.
Oh my god, they start...
Because Chloe's like, oh my god, you just told me you're telekinetic.
No, she goes, let's make more things float.
Yeah, that's what she does say.
And Clark barges in. How rude.
She was about to have sex with him in that room.
And then the moment Clark walks in, both of them are smirking at her.
Dude, they're both smirking.
Like, oh.
Justin's even like giving the big grin like, yeah. Bitch.
I was touching some booty.
Kind of.
Well,
I don't think he could.
His hands
I don't think he could.
So no matter what.
He was touching something, but...
And Chloe is so flustered, licking her lips, saying,
she's like, yeah, what's up, Clark? Swiping her mouth and shit. Adjusting her pants even though nothing happened.
Let's go outside. Clark is just devastated, by the way.
Devastated, but also pissed.
He is so pissed.
But Justin finds on the fax that
something's coming through from the DMV.
And they got a matching license plate, bro. And if you pause on it, you see the name of the driver.
Yes. Who is it, Joseph?
Mr. H. Kwan, bro.
Who called it? Who called the piece of crap from the beginning? Ever since Hothead, I said, who the hell does this guy think he is? But also, isn't that a hole? So I'm telling you. So it was 6 months ago that Kwan then had the principal job.
Right.
When did Justin get hit?
Well, it says he's been gone for the past 5 months.
So we're trying to say that Kwan immediately moved into Smallville, and immediately, well, at this point, we're supposed to
not immediately, but like probably around the time. Yeah.
Immediately, like he moved into the house and he hit somebody with his car.
I mean, technically, from this point of view right now, on the evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he wasted no time.
None whatsoever. Justin completely devastated.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit.
I'm about to go kill him.
Yeah.
Scene cuts out to the next where Chloe and Clark are going back and forth here. I don't think that you should be hanging out with Justin.
Did he tell you what happened to his doctor?
I didn't know, but he told me that you were talking about him behind his back. Listen, I was just looking out for you, Chloe. And by the way, Chloe is completely in the right now.
Yeah, I mean...
She is right where she is completely saying, what is going on with you? You're saying that you're emotionally unavailable, but now when somebody hangs around me and I need saving, all of a sudden you're wanting to come and pay attention to me. It's the only time you're ever actually worried.
Yeah, and then Clark even goes like, I just don't want you getting involved with him if you're mad at me. Like, because you're mad at me. And she goes, my world doesn't revolve around you, Clark. But it kind of does.
Okay, to be honest with you, whenever she actually does say that to him, I kind of fully believe that it does. And that's where it threw me off. Because why can't you just accept the fact, Clark, that I was able to find somebody special? And unlike you, I am willing to give that somebody a chance. Joseph, I am confused.
What's she wearing?
It's in long skirt. That's fine. I'm not even bothered by that. I'm bothered by what she said. Here's why before we get to the next scene. She told Clark not to make a move on Lana.
Mm-hmm.
She told him that. And now she throws it in his face, saying that I'm willing to make a move, unlike somebody that you're always unwilling to make a move on. Okay, you can't have it both ways, lady.
It's facts.
You can't tell him one thing and then use it against him later when he doesn't do it.
Yep.
What are we doing right now?
Hey, man. She's obviously talking out of her ass.
She's talking out of her ass because she wanted to she was having sex with Justin in his face.
That's right. That's right. And the next scene after that, she storms off. We open up to a nice wet scene again.
I love the rain. There's always rain.
It makes no sense, bro. What is this, Gotham?
Yeah, Smallville rains every single day.
And so we pull up, and it's the license plate DDI. And so we have, obviously, Principal Kwan coming out, picking up a random trash can in the street.
No, it's in his driveway.
Oh, it's in the driveway.
It's in his driveway.
His driveway. And then Justin's here. And even Kwan knows him, like, by name. Yeah. He's like, Justin?
I just love it.
He just says, hey, well, you should probably just go home, man. I don't know why you're out here.
I just love it because, okay, if a kid just comes up and he's standing in the middle of the rain just like, hey, Principal.
Hey, Kwan.
Hey, Kwan.
He's like waving with the stiff hand, like, hey.
But now Justin is going into it. How could you do what you did? I was lying in the ground. You couldn't even turn around to see if I was okay. And Kwan, speaking about the night that he was hit by the car.
Yeah, and Kwan just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you sure? Because I remember lying in the street, blood dripping everywhere, watching your taillights disappear. You didn't even bother to stop. Kwan is... Okay, I hate this response from Kwan. I'm even like, Justin, kill him.
Yeah, dude. If someone's accusing me of some shit like that, and it's truly not me, I'm pleading a case. I'm like, bro, it was not me. I've never hit anyone with my car.
No. When he immediately seems like he says, it wasn't me, it was somebody else. Well, it seems like you know who that person is, meaning that you were a part
it wasn't me was weird.
Yeah, it was a weird response, like, no, don't look at me. Justin immediately uses the power to fling this man's body into the garage. Yeah, he throws him
against his garage door.
And Justin goes crazy.
Yeah, and he's mentioning here, it started in the hospital that, obviously lost nerve control and whatnot, like the full motor function of his hands, and I was immobilized. But I found out I could just move things when I was thinking really hard. So I guess you got to get in an accident and start thinking really hard in a full body cast to get this power?
And this is also what you can do, is to pick up a light post that's in the middle of his yard and then fling it to where it goes through the garage, hitting his shoulder perfectly. He has wonderful aim with his telekinesis powers.
He turns on Kwan's car and basically does what he did to him. He turns it on and runs it straight through this man.
I didn't know that this would happen. I thought Clark would show up, and I thought that it would be able to be stopped some way. Somehow somebody comes home early. But no, full on, goes into the first gear, immediately slams into it. And Joseph, I can't lie to you. I was happy. I said, I agree with you, Justin. We are on the same page.
Oh, no, honestly.
Go home, dude.
In his point of view, bro, he's completely justified here, and I can side with that. That's cool. But, dude, that is a brutal little killing there.
I enjoyed it.
Like, Smallville, that was, like, probably their most brutal.
And just think about it this way. Kwan almost died by the fiery explosion in his car, and in the end, he died by his car.
Damn. He has a big car problem.
Yeah,
man.
no matter what, it was always going to be his destructive. His destruction was always going to be his own vehicle.
Jeez, bro.
I also, though, I'm going to go back to it on what makes Justin the villain. And this is why we are the complete opposite. Even if I'm crippled with my hands, sure, even if I find out that it was Kwan that killed me in the road, I may have some type of emotional reaction, but now I have powers. Mm-hmm. Now I get to do what I want. Oh, I still get to be the artist. Oh, hey, I have the girl I'm making out in class.
Right in front of Clark.
She doesn't care I don't have hands. Like, we're on the same page here. What is he missing out on?
Dude, he's enjoying life right now.
Exactly. So I get that maybe it's going back to the cockiness, perhaps, of the ego of these abilities, but we don't even have the connection of the kryptonite horniness and the kryptonite anger, because we don't know if kryptonite caused this. Was Kwan's car kryptonite?
That, I hate how they did not bother for an explanation on his powers, bro.
We have nothing.
Oh, he got hit by a car, full body cast, thought really hard.
That's it? Alright, so we have this
on this next scene, bro.
You want to do it? Because it's your boy Lex.
Yeah, so we're going to open up real quick. First off, we open up on Clark in his barn reading a book. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. And he's intently reading it. You know what he looks like? A jackass. Why is he reading that? He's so dumb. Lex even calls him basically stupid in this scene.
Well, it's because even Lex is like, okay, man, whatever you're trying to figure out is not going to be in that
I don't know
book.
what you're doing, but stop hanging out with Pete.
What, Pete gave you that book?
Oh, is this what Pete's talking about nowadays? So yeah, Lex sits down, unannounced obviously, and he is asking, like, what are you doing with this book? And Clark's like, I'm trying to, really get down into the female psyche.
I'm so pumped about it.
I'm really trying to get down into the female psyche. And Lex is like, I don't think you're gonna find it in here, man.
I just love this though. All right, so let's say I have these two amazing friends, Lex, and they're both girls.
And he's like, all right, for the sake of the story and details, we'll call them Lana and Chloe then.
Oh my god.
I'm like, Lex, you're amazing.
It's so great. Because it's such
dude, Clark is getting roasted low-key right now.
Clark is completely getting destroyed this episode.
This is fourth roast, bro.
Even the hallway scene with Chloe.
Chloe dude, 5 then. We're on 5? God, Clark, he gets roasted all the time.
Okay, by the way, even him walking in on Justin and Chloe making out is a roast.
Oh, no, honestly, burn!
That's what they're both doing when they're smiling at him.
Fucking burn, dude. But so he's like explaining the whole, parallel with Chloe and Lana, and now he's like, I want to protect my friendship, but also want to, I don't know,
I'm interested in both these girls, but more than anything, I want to be able to preserve my friendship with them. Lex has just the greatest response.
That's never gonna, you're never gonna get the girls.
You're never gonna get them.
Neither one.
Yeah, enjoy your stupidity, Clark.
Yeah, and even Clark
goes, thanks, give me the book back.
Yeah, I think I'll stick to the book. And then Lex even tells him, love isn't about, playing it safe, it's about taking risks, man.
Listen, I've only loved 2 women in my life, Clark.
One died, and the other betrayed me.
And by the way, the other is Victoria, right? Right?
It could be, or it's Pamela.
Or is it Nell?
We don't care about Nell, bro. She's back at home right now.
That's true, actually.
Where is Nell?
She's in that other house.
Yeah.
We talked about it. She's there, so I agree. All right, I'm going to say it's Victoria, though.
I think it's Pamela.
Pamela didn't break his heart.
She betrayed him. In his eyes.
Victoria betrayed him.
So did Pamela. I say Pamela, you say Victoria, dude. It can work both ways.
Problem is, did Pamela have sex with Lionel too?
Oh, everyone had sex with Lionel.
All these redheads seem to. It's
I don't want to picture it again, especially with Pamela.
Clark is completely thrown off by everything.
Lex even says, like, some people are meant to be alone, and you just got to find out what do you want to do. And okay, so Martha comes up and intrudes on the
how would she know this?
Conversation.
Joseph.
Yes, I know.
What?
She's like emotional about it.
What is going on,
She's
Joseph?
like, Clark, Kwan got into an accident. He's dead.
Why are the Kents the first one to be called for that?
Why would they know?
We gotta call the Kents.
But like, also, why is she crying about it?
Here's...
So, as far as I know, no one likes Kwan.
Hold on. Let's continue on your point here. On the next scene, we have Chloe then going frantically in around the office like she is crying.
Yeah.
And because Kwan never believed in her.
Yeah.
Kwan wanted to get rid of the torch.
Out of nowhere.
What is going on? Kwan did not want her to continue the paper. He took it away from her and gave it to Lana because he's racist.
Yeah.
He wanted nothing to do with Chloe whatsoever.
Yeah, I didn't get that. She's like so flustered and emotional right now. And then Clark over here is like, Chloe, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just can't find anything in this office. Is it like that time of the month?
Oh man, Clark's probably thinking it, but
hey, so I read this.
He's like,
book.
let me help. She's like, no, I can do it myself, idiot.
Listen, so I matched Justin Tent and Run Driver. Where are you getting that, Clark? Well, I thought this is what we do. I thought this is what we solve cases together.
Yeah, it's like, did you ever get a match on the DMV license plate? And she's like, what are you getting at, Clark? It's like, well, I don't know, a lot of accidents happen around this guy.
And she just completely goes off the rails here. And she doesn't even want to look into it.
She's like, I know he wouldn't hurt anyone.
The Scooby-Doo Mystery Gang is in a turmoil because Velma does not want to solve cases. Instead, Justin has her wrapped around his finger.
This is what love does, dude.
She doesn't. She's crushed. I still hate Chloe's reaction to Kwan.
It makes, yeah, no.
I would have been happy. Right?
It's like, yeah, I'm thinking of an article right now about Kwan's death last night.
Don't worry, I already wrote...
I don't want it to sound too good.
I wrote his memorial. It's on the last page in the bottom corner.
Hey, you'll catch it on the very back page, sub-lettering in the like the notes section.
R.I.P. and it's a picture of Kwan.
And so, after that scene, Clark just basically says, I hope you're right about Justin, and walks out. And we go back to the mansion. And is Lionel technically unannounced if it's his mansion?
No, this is unannounced.
It's unannounced?
Yeah,
okay.
This is unannounced.
Alright, so we had 2 unannounced so far. Alright.
Okay, so this scene actually kind of weirds me out. I don't have a problem with anything that Lionel says in this scene.
Yeah.
It's a very thing where Lex is walking in.
Talking about Cadmus Labs, he's going to sell it.
And the reason why is because it was a stock. We pumped and dumped the stock. The company's now worthless. We got everything we wanted out of the return.
Which was Harry's business.
Yes. So Lex is immediately like, I don't care about that. You didn't come all the way from Cadmus Lab. I already know that you're here for Pamela. Once again, it's another chess move, except there's no hesitation from Lionel this time around. He immediately says, I know she has come to make you a visit.
Yep.
And Lionel is not letting it go with Pamela. Like, he truly believes that Pamela, like, was against him or just not for their mother, for his wife. I don't really have a problem with what Lionel is saying. And Lex is still not trustworthy, obviously. And Lionel then fires back saying, I don't want her to have an emotional tyranny over you. I want you to have the clear mind to make decisions. Lex and Lionel going back and forth here. It's funny because Lionel then even brings up the cancer.
Yep.
Where Lex had no clue. Lionel even shrugs that off.
She's dying.
Shrugs that off, saying it's how noble of her for not even bringing that up to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Lex, I don't understand.
Lex is like, I kind of care, I kind of don't. I don't know. Well, and even Lionel's like, what does she want? And Lex says forgiveness.
And what did she tell you? And all she really told Lex is that she wanted to be able to get out and to be able to be free of
peace and shit. Mm-hmm.
And Lionel then strides the book over to Lex. Lex is then looking at him like, I'm confused. Clark then shows up at Kwan's home. Once again, we have the police tape. And once again, no police are around and there's blood everywhere.
And then his son just randomly walks in right behind. Coincidentally, I guess, did he hear him? He's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Sorry, I heard what happened to your dad. Just wanted to, come check it out and see." And
Danny is completely confused.
he's totally confused. Like, he had his keys in his pocket. How did his car do that? Like, I'm so confused about. I don't understand how it worked.
It just smashed right into him. Well, Danny, do you know Justin? I think Justin did this. Do you know who Justin is? It was Justin. Danny, do you know
Well, he asked him,
Justin?
he's like, "Did he come here last night?" He's like, "I just think Justin believes your father was responsible for his accident." And then Danny's like, "Huh, that's crazy. You should leave." He literally does that. He's like, "Wow, it's a crazy story, Clark. Yeah, you should leave."
Well, he thinks that the hit and run driver, it matched your dad's car. Danny, oh my God.
The way he reacts, he's like, no.
No. By the way, why is there no explanation? Was Danny drunk?
I guess so. So it's obviously implied here that it was Danny that
Driving
was
his
driving
dad's car.
his dad's car and hit Justin with it. Basically, it didn't hit and run, also potential manslaughter.
With the first 2 weeks of them moving into the new home.
Dude, it's like, bro.
And that's why Kwan was a dick to the coach, because Kwan wanted somebody else to look like the villain in Smallville to not put notice on Justin getting hit by the vehicle. Kwan was the true villain in this episode. Justin was able to clear out the trash.
Bro, for real. I mean, honestly, yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I won't say you're right.
Chloe now is inside of Justin's room going through his belongings. Velma, once again, is going back to the casework. She is noticing in his binder that he has written comics, or drawn comics, of the violent murders that he has caused.
Yeah, dude. And like...
What if there were tissues around that area, too?
Oh, Lord. With a bottle of lotion?
Oh, my God.
I gotta lube up before I draw.
With all of the bloody drawings everywhere. Like I said, just like Taylor.
Oh, my God. Is she unannounced here?
No, she's not announced. Because he said that my mother told me that you were up here.
Yeah, but wouldn't she be unannounced just for the entire house in general?
What if she always stops by after school?
Yep.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
an unannounced, bro. That's an unannounced.
Well, she didn't see you at school today, so I was wondering where you were the entire day. Where was he?
Looks like he.
Because Kwan died the other night, last night.
So he was just taking the day to enjoy what he did. He's like, man, life is good right now.
What if he was just learning his telekinesis abilities and he was learning how to float?
Oh shit!
Ooh.
I would love that. Man, that'd be tight. And now he's like immediately going in for a kiss with Chloe with his stiff ass hair.
Let me touch your face with my metal.
And she's like, "Oh no, yeah, actually, I told Clark I'd meet him at his house, so I gotta go. Sorry, bye. Don't kiss me, bye. Don't kiss me, bye. I think you're a murderer, bye."
I just wanted to stop by to say bye.
For someone you hate, you sure do spend a lot of time with them. It's like, well, I think we're gonna go talk about what's going on between us.
I'm about to end it forever right now. Don't say another word. Bye, Justin.
Yeah, see you later, bye. Don't kiss me again.
Weren't you just in this room for about 30 seconds until I came in?
And I love this actually. He's like just looking at his room and seeing his book.
He just turns it.
He just turns it, but that's how it's supposed to be, though.
Yes.
That's what I like. He's like, okay, she was looking at this.
I don't leave my
book out like this.
Oh, my dirty drawings.
Because an artist is definitely OCD about shit like that.
Of course, especially about his blood.
And so we open up to the Talon, and it's Clark and Martha just talking about the Kwan accident. And then Lana's like, hey, Chloe is calling the phone. She has this number? She has the Talon's number?
Yeah, everyone has the Talon's number because Clark would only be in 3 different places.
Chloe has a cell phone?
Yeah. Chloe has a cell phone. She has been on the torch for 7 years. The reporter has to have a cell phone.
And how about this, though? She goes to his barn, and she's like, yeah, I think I know how Justin caused those accidents.
And by the way, we also have another shot from the intro of Chloe looking around.
That's right.
It is her shot of the mag. Yes.
Yeah, it is the shot of in the intro for her credit scene.
Yes.
And then little does she know, Justin knocked the phone away from her, and now he's behind her.
And now we got a murderer.
Dude.
Straight up about to kill her in Clark's barn because this is where we store all of our special effects is in this barn. That's why every single scene has to happen here with every single fight. Why is it always in the barn?
Dude. I love the barn, though.
Why?
It's so great.
But I've been there,
Lots
done
of room
that.
for activities,
I've
bro.
been there, done that. Where's Jonathan?
Dude, okay, look. Nah. He needs an episode out. He needs an episode out. But while we're on commercial break, dude, found out the Pamela actress, Donna Bullock. I don't know if she's related. But she's married to Sherman Howard, who played Lex in Superboy TV series.
In the Superboy TV series?
Yeah, bro, the old one.
Who was in Superboy?
Obviously, Sherman Howard.
What was Superboy? How many episodes did that last? 3?
Nah, I'm sure it was a full season, bro.
There's no way that was a full season. There's no way Superboy was a full season.
All right, so now we got the murder attempt.
Oh my God! He's just flinging Chloe's bodies around. Justin now using his
literally
telekinetic
playing
powers.
with Chloe like a doll.
Which is what I would
And
do.
he drops her from up above the barn. Dude, is
Her
that
leg-
a shattered ankle?
No, it's not, because she's obviously able to still like hobble in a way out, and now she's able to stand partial. Either
He
way,
definitely sprained that shit.
it looked like she should have shattered it. Justin comes over though. That's what I love about you, Chloe.
You're a fighter.
And she immediately runs where now horseshoe to
Dude,
the face.
the horseshoe to the head, bro. He gets the horseshoe and just flings it at her head, and she is knocked out immediately.
She is completely out of it. There is no coming back from a horseshoe. Where now we have what? Okay, he's about
he
to
lifts
make.
up the chainsaw.
He's about to make a mess.
And he's gonna.
He's about to make a real big mess here.
Like, dude, he couldn't just fling Chloe like up in the air and just like let her die like that.
I didn't want to end it like this, Chloe.
And then Clark runs in, he speeds over, and
When
he
we have
stops the chainsaw.
Best special effects I've ever seen.
Stops the chainsaw and immediately breaks. But also, why is his shirt not ripped?
Because his shirt doesn't even get burned. He has the most fireproof and.
I love this. He was like, dude, it was Danny that did it, not Kwan, you idiot. He's like, that is not true!
Way to kill the wrong guy, moron.
That's how I took it, honestly. He was like, hey, idiot, you killed the wrong guy.
What I love, though, is that Justin immediately says, all right, Clark, flings him up. He goes, yeah, you're going to have to be a little bit quicker.
And Clark's already behind him.
Yeah, Clark's already behind him.
I love what he says, like, you're not going to win, Justin. I love that, dude. I actually really like that. He's like, yeah, you're not going to win this, Justin, I promise you.
He's like, how did you do that? Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, just chill. You're not going to win. I know you're new here. You're kind of new here. You don't know how things run around my town.
Yeah, this is my time.
This is my town.
Oh, by the way, you know how you make things float? Yeah, look at this. Take a light to the face.
He's like, what are you doing in Smallville unannounced? And next time you think about coming here, you make sure it's okay with me.
What if he just shattered Justin's arm? Oh my God.
What if you just gave him a nice forehead tap?
What if this is where he was confessing his love for Chloe? You want to hurt my girl, Justin?
Oh, you think you know Chloe?
You think you got her?
I want it! And so next scene, obviously Justin has been thwarted, stopped, halt, whatever.
He was thrown, knocked out.
Yeah, and so Lex comes into the hospital where Pamela is basically on her deathbed at this point. The cancer looks like it's taken its aggressive hit, and she's on her deathbed. And so Lex walks in with the Walt Whitman book, Leaves of Grass. So I guess that's maybe a connection between them two?
I don't understand what that book was supposed to be for.
I don't know.
They never made that connection because she was also looking at it in the scene with Lex whenever he walked into Pamela. That must have been the book that she read to him when it was late at night and she was putting him to bed.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. I just wish they would have said it. But now we have where Pamela is shocked to see Lex. Lex wasn't supposed to be able to see her in her condition or find out that she has cancer. And she just wanted to be able to tell Lex truly how much he meant to her.
Mm-hmm. And she wanted to help him grow up. And even Lex says, I honestly wish you had.
Because I might be a better man if I stayed with you instead of my awful father.
But she does. I like what she says. Like, the fact that you're here right now shows how much of a man you are.
It still doesn't make it better. The fact of she left him with a monster and she knew he was a monster where he would have been a better person with her. Because just like what Lex says, they have a bond with the mother and I really miss her.
Yeah.
So do I, Lex.
And that's really his only connection with his mom. Really, Lionel's not going to talk about his mom.
Exactly, because Lionel didn't love her. He's banging hookers in the limo.
Dude. And so they have a nice tender moment, and it's basically it just cuts to because obviously she's gonna die probably like tomorrow.
But now we're cutting back to the town here. What do we have?
We have we're opening up. We have Clark and Chloe.
Hold on. Before we get to that, I do have to touch on this real quick here.
What?
Because for the Talon, if you come in on Sonnet Saturdays, free pickup line with purchase. They get a pickup line for a girl with purchase.
What?
So we have topless waitressing last episode.
Well, they mentioned that.
And now we have pickup lines with every purchase. Is Pete coming up with the specials at the Talon?
I would not doubt it at this point. I wouldn't doubt it at this point, dude. Oh my god. That is amazing. That is definitely Pete written all over it. He might as well just be on he was probably holding the camera and just like,
yeah, this is my idea, Lana, yeah.
Dude, and so, yeah, we go inside the Talon, and Chloe and Clark are having a little friend date, coffee date or whatever, and they're update on Justin. He's in the psych ward, that idiot.
Yeah, he's not ever coming back.
Yeah, he sucks. Chloe, I can't believe you.
Well, Chloe now, to your point, actually even says to Clark, isn't this the moment where you say the I told you so part?
Yeah, and he even admits, like, Chloe, I wish I was wrong, to be honest,
But because Chloe is usually the one, and she even says, I'm the one that's able to spot the weird a mile away, but like what Clark even says, it's obvious, but you're always the one that trusts people because you always want to make out with them versus looking
You take risks with your emotions.
Yeah, she just wants to hook up with somebody. But Clark still has the 2 tickets to the journalist convention if you want to go together.
Yeah, give us some time to spend some time together.
I think Chloe would love that.
And he reaches for her hand,
Oh my god, what was this?
And she said, yeah, it's a date.
And she bites the lower lip,
dude,
and he looks at her, giving her the look of, we're gonna get it on tonight.
Dude, it is. Something's happening in the barn tonight.
Something is going down.
All right, and now, do we want to see who's overlooking this hand touch?
Oh, yes.
It's
Lana.
Oh
my god.
She's cutting up the pie, bro. She's cutting up the pie. Her whole life is just these pies now, bro.
She's like, I really wish Clark would be like, hey, do you still need the dozen pies?
Like, hey, Lana, did you need the pie still? He's like holding her hand. And Chloe's like smirking, like, yeah, Lana, do you need the pie still?
What if Lana looked at the knife?
She's like like in Harry Potter, bro, in Half-Blood Prince. Yes. He's like, how did I break up with her again? She's just like, just like holding the shit, dude. She is devastated.
Oh my god,
absolutely devastated.
Oh, and by the way, what makes the scene even worse is that we have Whitney now walking in.
Whitney walks in,
her
and Lana's
face goes, I'm dumping this man right now.
Like, I gotta tell him, I'm done with you, Whitney. I can't see anymore. Like, you know that's what she's thinking.
Yeah.
Because she immediately goes over there. But come to find out.
No. First, Whitney, we need to talk.
Whitney, we need to talk. And Whitney's like already borderline crying.
Whitney's crying.
And she's like, what the hell? What's happening? She's like, it's my dad.
And her face again.
She's like, oh my God. Thought it'd be something else.
Oh
Anything else.
Her face is completely like, oh, this again. Oh my God.
I'd rather go look at Clark and Chloe right now.
I thought we were past this.
And so, come to find out, Whitney's dad, Mr. Fordman, is dead.
About time.
He's dead.
About time.
He's dead, and we open to another raining scene.
But it's the best raining scene.
At the funeral.
Because now we have the best...
There's an umbrella over Whitney, right? Why is he still wet?
Because he had to give
There's an umbrella over Clark. He's holding it. He's still wet.
Wait. Hold on. Was that Jonathan?
Was Jonathan there?
Hold on. I gotta be able to see it. Okay. Yeah, so Pete's completely dry.
That's not Jonathan, bro.
No. Watch. Jonathan movie episode. Yes! Look at that. He made an appearance at the funeral. Which also makes me ask this question, though. Whitney's dad just died. This funeral would have been when? A week later, right? 2 weeks later?
Well, no, sometimes they have them like a couple days after.
Okay, a couple days. So wouldn't then Clark and Chloe have been hanging out, going to the journalist convention? Wouldn't they have at least gone on a date or something?
Well, I think that's what this kind of moment is because maybe it was canceled. They had to go to the funeral.
So you're saying that
because how she's even reacting here, like, because if there was still like a thing, like a for sure thing, because that date was gonna define like the start of it, right? But they're not even together at this funeral. They leave separately.
So you're trying to tell me that Whitney is in fact the asshole all along because no matter what, he's ruining, once again, another moment for Clark when he finally gets the girl. Whitney has to come in.
It's the Fordman curse.
What the hell is going on? I was away from your girl, dude!
Dude, okay, so what is the name of the song again that's going on? Time After Time? Time After Time! Dude, it's the most cliche funeral scene.
I'll be waiting.
Oh, but the priest is perfectly dry.
Except his Bible is not.
Oh my god, dude. Why are some people wet and some people dry? There's umbrellas
By the way, I love Lana's hair in this scene.
I kind of do too.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, we got
and Clark is even looking over there, but why? It's like,
oh my god.
I don't understand this, dude.
This is such a crazy scene.
It's like, okay, so Lana and Whitney are like all emotional, like holding each other for comfort, and Clark is looking at them like, oh man, that could be me. Dad, why don't you die?
Bro, you took yourself out of the game.
Yeah, what the hell?
We've been through this. We've already talked about it.
He's looking at them like, man, what the hell, like...
You even told Lana the story about how you chose to keep a friendship. That was about her.
And he even said, like, ever since Whitney's dad's situation, like, it's been a no-fly zone with Lana. So it's like, now that situation's happening again. It's like, well, damn, I'm never going to see Lana now. But then it's like you have Chloe looking at Clark, looking at Lana, and Chloe's just like...
He's never going to get over her.
I hate this man. Man ain't shit.
I'm always going to be number 2 in Clark's world, which... Whitney is even guiding his mother back to the limo. Lana then is going to take another look. Clark is standing in the rain. Clark doesn't want any umbrella on him. He wants Lana to see him in the rain looking at her where I just want you. And it's Lana looking at him saying, I want you too, but because his dad just died, I now have to go deal with this again. Chloe is just standing there by herself.
Yeah, and Chloe just dipped. She's like, well, oh well.
They're eye fucking.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that to me. I'll see you guys later.
I'll go see Justin at Psych Ward. Yeah, you'll never guess what Clark did after you got caught.
I wonder if he can lift me up.
Can you lift me up right now?
Please.
Please. And so Clark leaves by himself because this is depressing for Clark?
Because it's time after time.
The ending makes no sense.
Yes, it does.
No,
this is a beautiful ending.
Bro, it makes no sense. Why is he walking by himself? Did his dad die?
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. We've talked about this. I'm going to give the Smallville interpretation. So this is what it is. Clark now has realized that because Whitney's dad is dead, Whitney now is going to be able to have all the free time in the world to hang out with Lana. So Lana and Whitney are now going to be going back to hanging out. Clark and Lana's friendship is completely over. Whitney will no longer be at the hospital. He's going to be with her. Clark and Lana's friendship is now on the back burner. Lana won't end it with Whitney. Lana's fault in the end.
Lana does suck.
Lana sucks.
Yep, I gotta agree with that one, man.
That is what this is chalking up to be. We have no explanation on Justin's powers. We got a hot makeout scene with him and Chloe. We got a hand-holding scene that turned me on with Clark and Chloe. And then we have pure devastation at the end of the episode. Overall, this is a solid 7 out of 10.
6.
I believe that this is one of the enjoyable episodes mid-range here, but I love me the drama so much, it has to be able to be in that
I'm
spot.
giving it 6.3, actually.
It's got to be a 7.
6.3.
It's got to be a 7.
Agree to disagree, buddy.
Lana was crying while cutting up the pie. They sell 8s with their pies. We figured out a lot of things here.
Yo. Again, thank you for listening this week. Hopefully you enjoy it because someone maybe explain his powers. I would love an explanation on that.
Yeah, actually, there's no kryptonite. If somebody can have an argument that's kryptonite abilities, tell us how.
Yeah, tell us.
Tell us where it says meteorite.
So next week we have episode 20. Obscura.
We got second to last
Second to
episode.
last. We are close to the finale here, people, and we are very excited for a very iconic moment that happens in that finale.
What happens?
Don't worry about it. You'll stay tuned. All right.
I don't know what happens.
Well, too bad.
Does Chloe, Lana, and Clark kiss?
Dude, you just wait and see.
Pete kiss?
All right, catch us next week. We are out of here, bro.
Woo! I love it!